I'm RaDona from Boys and Girls Hairstyles. Today I have Rachel with me. You've seen a few haircuts, I'm sure, if you watch my videos from Rachel. We went really short to a little bit longer. It's grown out a tiny bit. Now it's been, what, 6 weeks now?
Yeah,
about 6 weeks. Anyway, excuse me, we've liked it a little shorter. So we're gonna go a little shorter, but I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with her color first. So when you go shorter back here, you guys, you wanna make sure you don't weave too far down because it'll be spotty once you go short, okay? So you wanna keep it up into here so you don't get those little spotty areas, okay? So we like to cover all of the bottom here. So I'm just gonna clip this away. And I love to bring it just around to the front. I love to color all of this also. Whoops, sorry, clip it the wrong way. Okay, and then this side, same thing. I'm just gonna come around, clip this up. Okay, so that is out of the way. Now, and Rachel, sorry, I guess when I said that you'd been on different videos, I assumed everybody knew her, sorry. She's a really good friend. I've been doing her hair for a long time now. Even before I did her hair, I knew her, I knew her family. Anyway, they have an awesome, fun family. So that's a little bit about Rachel. The cool thing about Rachel, I mean, she has awesome kids and triplets. So she's a mama of triplets. I mean, they are 20.
They just turned 26.
Yeah, see, 26. And I know out there you're like, push, 26 triplets. Yeah, I know, she looks super awesome. So anyway, but yeah, they are 26, 3 boys. They are just darling. Anyway, all their kids. She has a boy that's my son's age also. So anyway, it's awesome. They're good people. So you can see I've just come around here, the hairline. So I'm just gonna come around this bottom. And I like to be really careful where I set my brush, just so you don't get color lines, as I just spilled a little bit on her. What I'm saying is just kind of go in a little square here. Or if you like it, round it a little bit, just kind of do that. So when you come to cut, you don't have color clear down to here. Okay. Yeah, it's really long back there, isn't it?
I know, it has grown a lot.
It's grown a lot. All right. Okay, now what I have as far as the brown for this bottom window is a 5N with 10 volume, which is just a deposit. Yeah, we used to keep the bottom just kind of her natural. Anyway, we decided to change it up and add the dark below, and it actually has really offset up here. We've really liked it, so we decided to do that again. Okay, so you can see I've just come, you know, around her hairline. And now that we're around the hairline, I like to come through. Just take little sections. I like to saturate it. So just keep going down. And then of course, this hair over here isn't too long, so you can just kind of come through there. And then, my goodness, every time I go to start talking, I'm so sorry. But I don't love to put gum in because then I get talking and yapping and chewing my gum. Okay, so you can see this is how I like to saturate it, is I like to go through, comb through it, make sure it's even so you don't just slap it on there and it's not saturated all the way through. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a foil over this hair here. Okay, excuse me. Now what I'm gonna do is take the 4R. I'm going to use the 5N that I still have mixed up, okay? But what I'm doing is adding a little bit of the 4R because I really like warmth in Rachel's hair. It looks good on her. So the 4R will add warmth. Okay, and I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of 10 volume. Just a little bit more. Okay, so like I said, it has the 5N in there, and then I just added the 4R. Okay, now I like to start with a light color here. Okay, I'm gonna come through just a medium weave. It's not thick and it's not real fine, it's just kind of medium. I'm gonna hold this hair down. Short's different than long, you guys. I'm gonna hold that down, bring the foil in, and then you can see that I dropped my fingers to hold that foil in place. Now remember, the bleach swells when it gets warm. So of course you wanna go as close as you can to the foil, but stay back a tiny bit because that bleach is going to swell and you don't want little tiger stripes. Okay, then, excuse me, I like to come on the side. Okay. I'm gonna hold that down. Okay, bring the blonde. And you can do it, you know, the way you want. With her haircut, I love to go around the head and kind of place my color where I'm picturing the haircut that I am doing. And I guess that's where it comes creative in your own mind of where you want the color. But that's the way I kind of like to do it. Like, okay, well, if the light lands here, anyway, that's the way I like to do it. So I go around the head. And of course, I'll show you how I come up on the head also. But it's definitely how I like to do it. Okay. Just gonna flip that over my comb and then holding that close to her head. Now you can see I covered that whole piece. Now if there's already blonde in that area, you're not gonna wanna go over the blonde, okay? You're gonna wanna stay away from that because you obviously don't want to fry their hair, because if you put bleach over the blonde, it's not gonna be good. Okay, so you can see just a medium weave. Okay. I hold this down with those fingers, then my thumb, okay? Then I set the foil, then I fold my fingers across, or, you know, I just hold that down. Okay, I'm gonna come to this side. Just gonna add a blonde here. Okay, fold that across, hold the hair up. Right on the side, this is already coming down, so I don't really need to move that out of the way. Yeah, it's fun. We've done Rachel's hair a little bit of every way. I love it. She's always like, I don't know, what do you think? Just do this, just do that. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Same thing here. I'm just gonna do medium weave. Hold this up, foil across the comb. Hold that foil with my fingers. Okay, then I fold this. Okay, now I'm going to add the red brown. So you can see that's 2 blonde that I've done, now to a red. Okay, medium. And then with the red brown, I'm going to put it over all of it. Fold these sides. I'm gonna do another red one right here. This is such a pretty fall color also. And last time we added more of the red brown, and we also loved that, didn't we? Mm-hmm. That was fun. Good to change it up. And especially if you have that skin tone, it makes a huge difference if you add the warmth, especially for fall. That's really fun. Okay, so now over here, I'm going to do the red brown. Cover all that. Okay, then one more right here. One more of the red brown. Yeah, you guys all have to tell me what colors you guys like to use in your hair for fall. Some people, it's kind of funny because some people are afraid of warm colors. You know, they're like, oh, red. It's really kind of scary for them. But once they try it, it is like addicting. It is so fun and so it's crazy how it can change the way your hair looks, just with a little bit of warmth in it. Okay, again, that is the red brown. Okay, one more red brown here. Goodness, I'm so sorry. Okay. All right, now up here, I'm going to do another 2 blonde and then 2 brown, 2 blonde, 2 brown. So that is the way that I like to blend it throughout. So like I said, 2 blonde, medium, you know, weaved, and then 2 of the red brown. And then that way you'll be able to see the transition colors, like the way it like transitions when I dry it with her haircut. So anyway, I hope this helps you guys. Hope you love the color when we do the cut. You'll be able to see it, and stay tuned for the haircut. Thank you. Hi everyone, so now for Rachel's haircut, I'm excited to show you this. This one's a cute one. Like I said, we've done her hair all different ways. We've decided the last little bit that we've liked it short up here, a little bit longer in the front, not way long, but a little bit longer. Short here and just short and messy up here, spiky. Okay, now down on her neckline. Just gonna cut into it like this. Just kind of come in on an angle. You can see I'm not taking a ton. You can see that. Just a little bit. Okay. Now up here, we like this short. So this is about 6 weeks of growth. So I'm taking that off. Point cutting, love point cutting for short hair. It's just, I love it. Just adds a little bit more texture. Now in the middle right here from like the top of her ear in the middle of her head, that's when I'm going to start to angle in towards her head. Okay, and then I come up here on the top, point cut into that. Follow right here on this guideline, which is the hair that you cut right before then. And then again, like I said, around here is when I start bringing that tighter towards her head. Okay. Now Rachel has quite a bit of hair. It's just, it almost reminds me of my sister's. So she has quite a bit of it. It's just more fine. And what I have found when I cut hair like that is it needs quite a bit of texture. Because it is fine, but it's so, she has so much of it. So I wouldn't say it was thick. I'm kind of being confusing. What I want to say is, I mean, when they have a lot of it, but it's fine, it can be heavy. So it needs lots of texture to help hold it up. And obviously with thicker, heavy hair, it's obviously heavy too. This is just a different type of heavy. It just kind of lays just flat. So if you can texture, the more texture you give it, the better off you are to having movement. Whether you want it down and soft or spiky, it gives it movement so it doesn't just hang. And some people probably out there like, hang, how does it hang when it's short? But you out there with short hair with this type are like, oh yeah, I know what you mean. So it's kind of hard to know unless you've really dealt with it. Okay, so this, I'm just kind of cutting in like this too. So you can see, you know, some haircuts, we do blunt here and blunt here, but I'm just kind of making this a little bit softer that way. Okay, same thing here. And it's cute. Rachel always sits down and says, whatever you think, just do what you think. I'm like, you sure about that? Yep, just do what you think.
No, I don't have to think.
Yeah, see, then she doesn't have to think. It's all done. So it's fun. She's just easy and sweet, but we do like her hair short. It's fun. We've tried to grow it out sometimes, and it's just, it's so crazy when it's short. It's just so much easier. And I feel like so many times it shows off someone's face so well. Like it just, and yours is one. It definitely makes a difference. And then it's funny because some people out there are probably like, oh, I wish I could have short hair, but it doesn't look good with my face. You know what I mean? It's so funny how different it can be for different people. Okay, so again, we're not doing this all blunt. We're coming in, just making this a little bit softer by just taking little pieces. So you can see shorter, longer, just so it's a little bit different there. Okay, and now the top. You can obviously see this guide point here. See how I'm gonna angle up a tiny bit? That's still gonna take the length here, but this length here is gonna drop a little bit longer. So if you angle up a tiny bit, doesn't have to be a huge angle, just a little bit, then you'll have a little bit more length in the front area this way. Okay, now her sides. Gonna hold that out. You can see this guide point from back here where I cut. So I'm gonna follow that up. Now, if you get too close to the head, it's gonna be off. So you wanna make sure you hold it out enough until you get up to this point to start rounding at a 90-degree angle up to this top layer. Because if not, it'll be too short right there and then it'll kind of dip in. So if you just hold this out, okay, now I'm going to come by her ear. I like to kind of come up over her ear a little bit. Looks really good on her. And then same thing here. Just taking little tiny snips. So there's short, long, short, long. You just want that kind of just soft. Okay, and now this side. And hold that out. Remember, like I said, don't have it go in too much. Now I want to show you something here. So I'm just going to hold this out. If you guys can see the short up here, and then it rounds right there. So you're going to connect and take that corner off up to that point. Okay? That's the way you get rid of bulk on your sides. You good, Rach?
I'm good.
Sweet. Awesome, awesome. Okay, by her ear. Okay, now remember, I just took, now this way I'm coming down. And if you want, you can go back up like I did on the other side. It's just that the angle of where my hand is, I feel more comfortable on this side coming down through the hair instead of pointing up into it, cutting this way. So if you want to go and come up and do it this way like we did on the other side, then that is awesome. Okay, now just kind of blending that where that goes, making sure that's blended. Okay, perfect. Now I'm just gonna make sure, just gonna cut into this corner, tiny bit. Okay, now for texture. This is the fine tooth texturizing shears that you can see. I'm gonna kind of take that through this area. Also, that can help any lines. If you guys get lines in the back of your haircuts, like sharp lines, this texturizing will help blend that in so it's not so blunt. And you can see I'm coming in about half of that hair, and I just go 1, 2, sometimes 3, 1, 2, 3. Depends on how much hair they have too. So obviously if they have, you know, more, not as thick, you don't want to do too much. So just kind of be aware of that. But if you have as much as Rachel, you can afford to texture the heck out of it. Okay, and now just through this top where I'm going to be sticking this up, I like to take the big chunky shears and come up towards the top, not down in. I just like the top. It just gives it a little bit more movement. Like a little bit more choppy looking. Okay, sweet. All right, now the root lifter. The mousse, just 1 squirt. Okay. Now, the fun part, blow drying. Okay, the back we're just gonna blow dry down. Make sure you move the blow dryer with it. Okay, then epic brush. Back and forth. You can obviously see that I dried it about 80% before putting the brush through it so you don't pull on your hair. I'm really excited for you guys to see how this color, like the transition in it. Just kind of turning that down to dry your front. And then what we can do is, if I need to come in and chop these after we dry it, then we can. Okay, so, I mean, how cute too for her to just come and dry it if she wants to one day and just leave it soft and just fun like that. That's super cute. Okay, I'm going, oh, did I turn it on? Yep. Okay, so I'm just gonna come up through this area and just kind of pull straight up. Definitely depends on what type of flat iron. If yours isn't doing this, the product obviously helps. Your hot tools help because you don't want to get one so hot that it fries your hair. But if it's not even heat through both ends, then it won't straighten and stick up like that. Okay, now the bang area. You doing good, sweetie? Yep. Alrighty. Okay, so bang area. I'm gonna come in this way, open and shut the shears. Just coming down on an angle. So you can see how I'm just taking little chunks Open and shutting the shears softly. Sorry, don't mean to get it on your
You're good.
skin. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is use the clay to piece it out. You don't have to use this, you can just wear it soft if you want. But I'm gonna put this in to separate, to give it the look of the separation. And then, which is fun with the color too, it really separates the color. Okay, so I'm gonna turn her to the mirror and then finish. So you're not quite done, but you're getting there. Okay. You like?
Yes.
Yeah, see, so I feel like those, do you feel like your bangs are pieced out enough?
Mm-hmm.
See, it's fun with that dark in there, isn't it?
I like the dark, yeah.
I like it, I like it. Oh, here's my back comb. So I'm just gonna back comb this a little. Goodness sakes, so sorry. And then, I always love to spray. Wonder what she'd say if I left it like this. She'd be like, thanks for the new do. I should say, well, you told me I could do whatever I wanted. Okay, so this is fun. I'm just kind of leading this kind of up where the front's kind of just down more, so. Okay, yay. Okay, do you like? Does that look okay? Sweet. All right, you guys, I'm just gonna spray this. Just picking at her hair, just kind of pulling it out while I spray. Cute. Okay, and then the gloss shine, the mist at the very end. So anyway, ta-da, we're done. So thank you so much, you guys. I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this. I love Rachel and her cute hair. So thank you so much for letting me do it.
You're welcome.
And you guys have an awesome day. See you next time.